Hi, I'm Disney Collector 92 and welcome to my channel, and this video is all about Disney Magic Kingdoms, and I'm going to teach you how to play this game. Now, before we start, I'm going to tell you the object of this game. So, we are in the Magic Kingdom, and unfortunately a evil fairy, Maleficent from Sleeping Beauty, has put a curse on the Magic Kingdom, and basically our job is to defeat the curse and bring back the Magic Kingdom and create our own Disney park. So that's basically the objective of the game, and we are at the entrance of the park. So why don't I show you around? So we're going to walk along Main Street, and then we're going to get to the kind of start of the park. We have the partners statue with Walt Disney and Mickey Mouse, and then we have Cinderella's castle. Now this is from Magic Kingdom in Walt Disney World. Walt Disney World and Disneyland Paris all feature kind of in different ways in this game. I'm not 100% sure about the other parks, but I'm sure as the game grows more and more, they will feature in the game. So you get your typical lands that you would do in a normal Disney park. So we have Fantasyland, Toontown, Adventureland, Tomorrowland, and Frontierland. I had to think then. So each land has a main attraction which is bigger than the others. So Frontierland, let's have a look, is Big Thunder Mountain. Adventureland is Expedition Everest, and as you can see there is a curse on this. Most of Adventureland has a curse on it. Fantasyland, it's a small world. Tomorrowland, it's Space Mountain. And Toontown, it's California Screaming. So that's basically the Magic Kingdom, and like I say, it will all be cursed, and you basically have to go through a storyline to get rid of the curse and to make your Magic Kingdom. Now, to basically complete the storyline, you have to collect different things, of course. We have to collect magic, gems, elixirs, experience, happiness, and tokens. And there's all different ways to collect these. So let's start with the main currency, magic, which is that blue liquid in that bottle. And we collect these from attractions, leveling up our kingdom, leveling up characters, chests, the calendar, and parades. Now, if you haven't played this game and you want to, you will start the game with 1,250 magic, and these are used to create attractions, welcome and level up characters, and expand your kingdom. So that's basically what you have to do with the magic and how you collect it. Like I say, that's the main currency. That's basically what you're going to be dealing with most often when you do quests and that, which I'll talk about in a minute. But let's head on to gems, which is that pink diamond thing next to the magic. I've got 272, and these are used to purchase premium attractions, welcome premium characters, and speed up quests and buy chests. Now, there are different ways to collect gems, but the main one is by leveling up characters. Now, so they're the two main ones that you kind of deal with the most. elixirs. Now they are the secondary currency, and they can be earned by Merlin from Sword and Stone. So he has his own little area next to Main Street USA and the river. So let's zoom in onto him and click on him. So it will come up with different things that he can do. Now the gathering spell is basically gathering all the different things that you've collected without you having to click on all of them. There are different things, but I'm not going to go through all of them. I'll just go through these two. And the conjuring cauldron, so it kind of explains it here. So drag decorations and concessions into Merlin's cauldron to gain elixirs. Now elixirs can purchase attractions and tokens from Merlin's shop, which I will show you in another video. But I'll show you what to do on this. So for example, the top one, the bronzed briar rose, which is a statue, and that will be 625 elixirs that you'll receive. But to receive the elixirs, you have to pay with magic. So that's also something to think about, because if you have loads of decorations or concessions that you don't want anymore, or you just think, I'm never going to use these, so you can drag them, but you need to watch out, because the more you put in, the more magic you're going to have to spend. So that's just something to look out on. Then we have experience. So I said about magic that you can collect by leveling up the kingdom. So my kingdom is level 47, that star at the top of our screen. And so yes, so experience, basically it rewards your progress in the game, and you collect these by purchasing attractions, concessions, decorations, completing quests and welcoming characters. Completing quests is where you're going to probably see the most experience. And the maximum level that you can level your kingdom to at the moment is level 61. And every time that you level up the kingdom, you'll receive gems and magic. So that's always a nice thing when you get to the end. But of course, the higher level you are, the longer it's going to take you to fill up that star. So yes, of course, when you're near the beginning, it's going to be easier to do it. Now, the next to it is our happiness and our guests. So at my Magic Kingdom, I've had over 20 million guests. Now, there is a leaderboard that you can look at. There's a global one with everyone in the world. You can connect this game to Facebook, and you can see against your friends on Facebook. And then there's also one of everyone in your area. So 100 meters, 1 kilometer and 5 kilometers. So yeah, so that's that. But also, like any Disney park, they want to make their guests happy and come back again. So we have this thing called happiness. There's 4 levels of happiness. There is content, cheerful, joyous, and ecstatic. Now, the higher the level you are, the better reward that you're going to get. And also, yes, so let's go. So if we go on to cheerful, when I talk about tokens, this will become more clear, but you'll get a added 3% chance of receiving a token. Joyous, it will be an added 6%, and on ecstatic, it will be an added 10% to receive a token. Now, what I was going to say about happiness is that there's 2 types of ways of receiving happiness. So like any Disney park, there's two things that we all want to do, and you'll kind of see one now. So a guest wanted to do a meet and greet with Minnie Mouse, so I sent her on a quest to receive this happiness. So as it's finished, there will be a green tick above her head. I'm going to click on it and I'll receive a happiness. So there's the meet and greet side of it, but we also want to ride the attractions. So if a guest wants to ride an attraction, let's see if there's any about. There will be a guest, and the thought bubble above their head will be a kind of guests riding a roller coaster. I don't think we're going to find any. But yeah, so once they're on the ride, the happiness will appear, and then you can click on that to receive that. Now, like I say, the higher the happiness, the better it's going to be for your gameplay. So that's kind of it for that. So now we're going to talk about quests. So I kind of spoke about it a little bit there when talking about Minnie Mouse. Now there's another green tick here, so I'm just going to click on that. So as you can see, I received event currency, which I'll talk about in another video, but we also received a token which will help welcoming or leveling up characters. So there's different types of quests. There is a kingdom quest, side quest, and a time limited event quest. So at the moment we are in a time limited event, the Hercules one, and I will talk about that after I've spoken about the two kind of ones that you're going to be facing on a everyday today kind of when you're playing this game. So a kingdom quest has the golden background, just like Lady and Peter Pan have. And also another way that you will know that it is a kingdom quest is in that blue circle next to them, it has the castle in it. So that also tells you that it's a kingdom quest. This will help build and grow your kingdom, lead to new characters, buildings, and land to explore. So this is basically the main storyline that you're following. So they're kind of the main ones that you want to be focusing on. But then we also have the side quests, which tell fun stories about the characters, and that has a mint background, as you can see. Prince Philip and Hercules has, and another way that you'll know that it's a side quest is it'll have the arrows pointing different directions. And then we have the timed limited event, and that will have a kind of background that is to do with the film that it's focusing on, and it will have a scroll in the circle that you know that it is a timed limited event. So yes, I know that's basically it on the quests. But also, just quickly before I go on to tokens, quests are all done by time. So we can see the kind of Mickey Mouse parade float, which I'll talk in the next video, I believe. But with the yellow circle with the exclamation mark, we click on that, and then it'll come up with all the parade stuff. But after you got out of that, it will come up with the characters, and that's basically one way to go through your character reel to send them out on quests. So we won't do the Hercules lot because they are basically all the time limited event quests. But also, as I said, the way of knowing on these bits is the background of the quests. So as you can see, all of these are the same as the time limited event quests. So I want to scroll along, and then these ones in white will be just quests in that sense. And as you can see, you've got your experience, you've got your magic, and then it also has the times. Now, depending on how well you're going to play the game, in the sense of if you're going to be on it all the time or if for long periods. So of course, the shorter the time the quest, the less magic it's going to be. But if you keep going on it, then you're going to have more magic overall. So like, for example, I'm not sure if Mickey Mouse is the best one to do it, but for an hour you'll get 40 magic, but for 4 hours you'll get 110. Now if you work that out, you're going to get more doing the hour one, but you have to be doing it every hour. So it all depends on what you're going to do on your gameplay in that sense. So the last thing to talk about, which we continue, is about the tokens. So you send out the characters out on quests to receive magic, to receive experience, but also some of them will be for tokens, and these are for, like I say, welcoming and leveling up characters. There are also attraction tokens. So these are for the ones, if you can see, with the purple Mickey head. So you can also level up the attractions. And there are different type of tokens that you need to collect. And then you can enchant the attractions, which will then basically, you'll get better rewards every time you enchant. And it might be that you want to enchant it to receive a certain token, which I've done in the past. So that's always something to look out for. But there's lots of different things to do, and that's not it for how to play, but that's going to be the end of this video, and I'll explain everything else in 2 other videos. But I hope you have enjoyed this one, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. If you have enjoyed the game just by seeing it, then it is available on iOS, Android and Windows. Download it. It's a really, really good game. If you're a Disney fan, if you're into theme parks, it's very like Theme Park Tycoon. And you don't just have to be a child, you can be an adult like me playing it. So it's great for all ages. So like I say, I hope I see you in the next video. Subscribe, like the video, and I will see you next time. Okay then, bye.